We all had to at some point in our lives make a decision between option A or option B. We chose our friends, jobs, hobbies and actions in general, which all led to where we are now, the present. You make unconscious decisions every day, so I think it's safe to say that both big and everyday decisions are very important and have a big impact on our future. And since a lot of people struggle with making good choices, I'm here to help you. If you're deciding between moving to a different city or country, this video is for you. If you're deciding to go to college or not, this video is for you. Whatever your decision may be, I'm sure you'll find this video useful. I know this isn't the type of content I usually do, but I've learned something new and I wanted to share this with you. If one person finds this helpful, my job is done. So as I've mentioned earlier, we know two types of decisions. Tough or big ones, like buying a house or moving to a different city, and everyday ones, by which I mean choices that you have to make on the spot. Like deciding to do drugs when you're out with friends, or deciding to street race when a guy with an IQ of 16 pulls up next to you on a red light and challenges you to a race. Both types can have very bad consequences, but they're still different and each should be approached in a different way. And you can use two tools to help you with that. For everyday choices, you should use WCCA, or Worst Case Consequence Analysis. WCCA requires you to become forward-thinking and an analyzer of potential consequences. All you need to do is ask yourself 3 questions. What's the worst case consequence of this choice? What is the probability of its outcome? And lastly, is this an acceptable risk? While these 3 questions may seem lengthy, your analysis process shouldn't take more than a few seconds. This way, you expose potential disaster and treasonous roads can be avoided. However, if you ever find yourself wrestling with a tough decision, the WCCA principle can be hard to apply, and that's when you should use WADM, which is short for the Weighted Average Decision Matrix. Wouldn't it be nice if making a tough decision were as simple as picking the higher number? Well, that's what WADM is all about, and all you need is a pen and a paper. It's best if I explain this with an example. Let's say you live in London and you're thinking of moving to Barcelona. Make 3 columns, one headed factors and the other 2 for each choice, in this case London and Barcelona. Second, ask yourself what decision factors are important in your decision. Weather, schools, cost of living, being near family. Write down all factors relevant to your decision in the factors column. Thirdly, next to each decision factor, weigh its importance to the decision from 1 through 10, with 10 being the most important. For example, you're seasonally depressed and you're tired of constant rain in London, so weather is assigned a 10 in your matrix. Your children are 18, so a good school system isn't a top priority and it receives a 3. Do this for all factors. After that, grade each choice 1 through 10 for each decision factor. Weather in London is fucking atrocious, so it receives a 2. The cost of living in Barcelona is lower, so it receives a 7, while London gets a 3, and so on. Next, for each row, all you have to do is multiply the weight times the grade and put that number next to the grade. You can write it in a different color. I'll choose red. The final step is simply to add up all of the red numbers to get a final number for each choice. The highest number will be the choice you favor, in this case Barcelona. But remember, for this to work, you truly need to be honest with each number you write. If you want to make a decision right now that will only have good consequences, you can subscribe. I would really appreciate it.